Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Alpha Central titled "He Divorced Her After She Posted This TikTok." Why is it that these women just think that they are completely untouchable the second after they get married? Now, today's video was suggested to me by Matrix of Madness. I'm going to leave both of their channels in the pinned comments, so make sure you go and subscribe to these guys. Don't forget to leave your own comments, and let's jump right into the video.
Dad, what do you do for a living?
I got my CDO license. I just finished that up.
How old are you?
21.
What the is a CDO?
In shorter terms, I'm a truck driver.
I look like what a truck driver.
What you mean? What do you do for a living?
I'm a risk taker.
What's your type?
Millionaires.
Have you ever been with a millionaire?
No, but I'm gonna be.
So you mean to tell me you would rather spend all of your good years chasing a millionaire other than taking a chance with a 21-year-old that has his CDL license, probably got his own crib, own car?
Yeah, I'm chasing a bag. If you're not a millionaire, then you're not for me. I know what I bring to the table.
What do you have?
Not a Target bag.
She's the type of woman who doesn't need a plan. Her power of just knowing she's going to marry into money is all she needs. I don't think that plan is going to work out the way that she thinks it will.
They just threw a tomato at us, probably because of the way we're dressed. This is what we're wearing, but this is not. They threw a tomato at us. What the hell? Are we dressed like? Oh, I don't think so. High quality guys. Guys, they threw a tomato at us. They took the tomato thing real serious.
Quick PSA, what's normal in America is considered wildly degenerate by most other countries in the world, and I'm not just talking about clothes.
The rules are simple for international travel. If you walk into another person's house, you wipe your feet at the front door before you walk in. If you can't do that, don't be surprised when people respond to your disrespect.
Really a lot of men out here that are attracted to women, but they don't actually like women.
Well, yeah, there's a simple reason for that. You women have created a dating and mating marketplace that is purely transactional. For a very long time, y'all have loved what men can do for you financially, but you didn't like the men themselves. How long did you think that was going to happen before men started treating you the same way? I mean, sure, they'll roll around in the hay with you, but they don't really like you because they know you're using them.
The funny thing is, if men stopped being physically attracted to them and started being friendlier, modern women would be frustrated that they're not masculine enough. So either way, men are the bad guys, really.
What's the most you've done for a man that wasn't your man? Bought him skincare products that cleared his acne. He found his confidence and left me.
When a man leaves his woman after fixing his skin, he's a monster. But when a woman leaves a man after she loses a bunch of weight, she's heroic and deserves better.
Jared, can you come outside with me? Try to talk to you. I know we just met today. But I've been keeping something from you that's like kicking my and I need to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, I laugh when I get nervous. So, you know, I have my daughter. She's 12. Yeah, you know about her.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 1-month-old daughter.
She kept something from this man the day that they met. She started off things with a lie. If she does that right when they meet, what's to stop her doing it again later? Fessing up afterwards doesn't really change anything.
I got 30 for you. $200. Yeah, I know, got $200 for you. Shorty, who you now?
I'm not somebody. If I fuck somebody, I wouldn't be
right, exactly, bro. What you just say? Say it again. Say it
I'm
again.
not
Say it to the camera.
I'm not right. If I was I wouldn't be with you.
Right, so what the you not buddy? I'm not giving you no, I'm not giving you no money.
But you're at my house. You want to come with me? You got your own shit. I
Guys,
got my
bro,
own shit. You want to listen to this stuff? You can't
cool.
take my right bill.
I'm cool.
You
Cool.
ain't
Cool. I'm not.
Madam, if it's only $200, then you should have no problem paying your own electric bill yourself.
At all. I'm not. You don't gotta. You don't gotta.
It don't even make no sense.
I don't got for you. I got $30. What's $30 there? I got $30 for you. Hey, what's your cash app? What's your cash app? What's your cash app? I got $30 for you. I got 30 on cash app. Man, watch out, bro. Hey, well, you like me, bro.
bro, swear to God, hey, life is real.
It's kind of sad that this is considered a hot take nowadays, but men are actually not ATMs. You can't just withdraw cash from them anytime you're broke or anytime you feel like it.
I've done probably hundreds, if not thousands, of prenups over 25 years. I think there may be 5 people that I did their divorce after they had a prenup.
Really?
Yeah.
I think people need to hear that again.
I think that, yeah. So I've done hundreds, if not at least 1,000 prenups in 25 years. I probably do 2 or 3 prenups a week. So I do a lot of prenups. Most of my colleagues do a lot of prenups. And I've never asked my colleagues this, but usually when you do a prenup, you have a good relationship with the person by the time it's finished. It's a transaction people feel good about.
If a woman truly cares about a man, she will have no problem signing a prenup. She's not going to tell him that he doesn't trust her or that he doesn't love her or whatever crap modern women say to try and get at his money.
It's a divorce. Sometimes you finish a divorce and the person's like, oh my God, I never want to see you again because you remind me of this really dark chapter. But prenups, it's usually a very friendly transaction. It's positive.
This is surprising to me. So people who prenup tend not to break up. Yes, that rhymes.
Yes. Yes.
I think many people will be very surprised to hear that.
I think it's self-selecting. I think the kind of people who can have a conversation that you need to have in order to discuss and negotiate. And again, there's another term. I don't think it's the right term, negotiate a prenup.
That's because the relationship is based on trust. There's less care about trying to steal a man's resources and more about just wanting to be with somebody that she cares about.
Negotiate gives the impression it's like you're buying a car, like the kind of people who can have the conversations you need to have in order to have a prenuptial agreement, I think are the kind of people that are going to be successfully married, period.
You see modern women who get furious over the concept of prenups all the time, and that's because deep down, they want the marriage to fail. They want the divorce settlement, and they'll ruin a man in order to get one.
Think you're a catfish or not?
Hey, I mean, no, I'm not a catfish. Definitely not.
Say what?
Yeah, you mad? I'm not a catfish. Absolutely not.
Yes. I like the conversation, so we're gonna go to random people.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
So we're gonna go to random people and ask them whether you're a catfish or not.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Say
Bring
more.
it on! Come on!
Fucking up. Definitely, man. She's not even a cat, let alone a fish.
Are you mad? The funniest thing, you're a frog! Yeah, you got a green jacket on, you're a frog.
Her ability to get away with a lie on the internet is about on par with her insults. They're not only substandard, but they're also uninspired and make absolutely no sense.
Yeah?
Get the jacket.
Yeah, you're a catfish.
So she's a catfish? Oh, 100%. No, it's not the same person. So what would you rate here? What would you rate in person? Even watering, you see? The catfish is coming to life.
Getting upset, guys.
So what would you rate it here? What would you rate in
Obviously,
person?
in here, I'm rating it an 8, strong 8, 9.
It's even so
8, 9. Do you get it? Yeah. But in real life, maybe, do you know what? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know, it could be a bad day. But it's a 7 right now.
I'm actually having a very good day.
But that's not even too bad. I've gone from a 10 to 7.
He's clearly not too bothered by the fact that this woman catfished. He's still telling her that it's not too bad, but she's flipping out because men aren't calling her perfect.
It's not. She's just that, you get it? It just don't look the same as the picture.
Damn.
This is
Damn.
virtuality and this is
All
reality.
I'm hearing is yappa, 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 yappa.
And when she doesn't get told what she wants to hear, she makes a complete fool out of herself on the internet.
It's coming from my experience with dating. You are telling women to stay in their place, to be submissive, to be soft, to stand behind their husbands, but they don't reciprocate the same thing. We can do all that, and we still get
That's
Please tell me how's that.
what you focus on, you see. You focus on, so you see. A 50+% divorce rate in the country, and it's almost close to 60% of the black community, and 80 to 90% of the relationships, black women are leaving.
Kevin is absolutely right on this one. It's impossible for the majority of men in marriages to be unloving monsters. These women expect men to do more while they get to provide next to nothing.
You're leaving, you're home wrecking, you're breaking up the relationships. Men stay, y'all leave.
Why do you think women are leaving?
Because you've been sold a Disney fantasy that you should be happy, instead of understanding that you have duty, honor, respect, and then you chose to be in a relationship, especially when you decided to make a baby with somebody, you need to stay for more than just yourself. French toast your happiness.
So I should settle?
Have you been married?
No, I haven't.
You plan on getting married?
I would like to.
What vows do you plan on taking?
I don't want to settle for nothing less.
What vows do you plan on taking?
I plan on
For better, for worse, sickness and health, the rich and poor, till death do us part. Then he said about happiness.
Whenever a modern woman talks about quote-unquote settling, there is already no hope for her at all. There is no man out there who will ever be good enough for her, and the man she does end up with, she won't respect him at all.
Men literally have no idea, not a clue in the world how expensive it is to be a woman, and also how time-consuming it is.
Oh, goody goody. I can't wait to hear this.
I'm there talking to my guy friend who is a bit clueless, let's be honest. And I'm like, oh, you know, like extensions are like $2,000 every couple of months.
It's only expensive because money is wasted on cosmetic products that men didn't even tell you to buy. You're the one who buys them because you are addicted to using them.
Botox is like $600. That's like every couple of months. Like eyelash extensions, that's $150 to $200 every 2 weeks. Nails, that's like $100. Then
Does this individual actually think that the majority of women spend that much money on their appearance? Goodness.
there's also skincare, which is so important to like invest in. And he just like could not like fathom how much money we spend.
Let's correct that. How much money women who choose to spend money on those types of things spend. There are those of us that actually do decide to remain natural, and obviously we're saving a lot of money.
It's crazy how modern women insist on literally injecting poison into their faces to get that look that makes them feel comfortable in their own skin. Men didn't ask her to do that. She's doing that to her own skin.
And time, like it takes so much time.
Yeah, no. I think I'm fairly safe in saying that a lot of us women out there don't spend hours upon hours every day and thousands of dollars a year trying to maintain our appearance. And anyone that does decide to do that, I truly hope that you're doing it for yourself and nobody else. But please stop trying to tell men that that's what all women do, because that's absolutely not true.
The hive-minded way that these women think is absolutely unreal. They think that because they simply exist, that makes them an accurate representation for all womankind. They can't think for themselves to save their lives. It's crazy.
We can start with Rocky. Rocky, do you want a black queen or do you not care about ethnicity?
First of all, the term black queen is a little pushing it.
The term queen itself is pushing it. If modern women are queens, they embody the worst qualities of a horrible queen during a dark time in that society's history.
Okay.
They are queens.
Just women. A queen has a kingdom and a throne and some authority. And I don't know too many black women that's got a kingdom, a throne, or any authority. So you throw that around, and men throw that around thinking, oh, he called me a queen. He called me a queen. I'm going to love him. I'm going to call him king. And men ain't kings either. You think these clowns is kings?
Well, would you consider yourself a king?
No, I don't have a kingdom or nothing, but I'm for real.
You're more like a
you
gesture,
talking about
right?
you? Now you make jokes, but I'm talking. This show is called Looking for a Real One. I'm the real one.
If a woman is called a queen by a dude, there is no chance that woman is calling that guy a king. He's just doing the bare minimum and deserves no gratitude or recognition. That's how it works nowadays.
And I can promise you, we Asian women are happy to have your men and offer them everything they've been looking for. And you attack us Asian women too. You call us poor, uneducated, submissive, desperate women who are happy with your table scraps and rejects. But if you truly believe we were getting your leftovers, the men you don't want anyway, then why do you sound so angry and defensive about it? And try to shame men for finding happiness here. And what you call submissive is what we call being agreeable. Do I look uneducated, submissive, and desperate to you? Well, guess what? There are millions more like me over here, just waiting to have a shot at making your men happy.
I mean, she got a point. It's wild to see how bigoted and hateful modern women are to women overseas. It just borders on pure racism, if I'm honest, and yet it's the men who are bigots for wanting a woman who's just going to be nice to him.
I am a manager at an urban clothing store, and I only make $35,000 a year, and I'm paying child support. Tori, my ex-wife here, she is a dental assistant, and also she does Herbalife distribution, and she's making $200,000 a year. And I just need a little help because she's not doing child support at all, and it's a struggle for me right now. I'm a retired U.S. veteran, and it's just a struggle with my two boys.
If a woman is making over $200,000 a year and refuses to pay child support, then you can already tell what kind of a woman and what kind of a mother she truly is, which is rather disgusting. You can imagine women's reaction, guys, if a man was making over $200K a year and refused to pay child support.
This man only makes $35,000 and you think he should still be paying child support and he has the children more than you?
Is that what you're asking me to do?
I'm just letting you know that.
I don't need to know what you're letting me know.
Your Honor, I understand, but when I was out getting education, he decided to run around and chase everything that had legs.
Okay, well, you know what? You know what? You guys need to be in a different court for that. That has nothing to do with me. The child support obligation comes out to $1,456 a month.
She's being told she needs to pay less than 1% of her annual income every month, and she's furious, which means that she's offended at the idea of financially supporting her own children. Again, guys, reverse the genders here, and everybody would be expecting the man to pay. Absolutely.
I hate to call out my own party, but the young girls on the right promoting this like trad wife bull. I just want to make sourdough for my husband. Let's bring some other things to the table besides sourdough.
Like what? A nasty attitude and a high body count? As a conservative, you're claiming to promote traditional values. Where do you think these traditional values come from? Because you're crapping on the very women living a biblically traditional lifestyle, sacrificing a career, taking care of her children, staying at home, and submitting to her husband. You, on the other hand, are a self-proclaimed feminist that's pro-LGBT. You're literally everything that traditional values are not.
Sourdough takes time and dedication, which means she is obviously doing more for her husband, so it sounds like this woman is just jealous that she can't make sourdough for herself.
What's sad is that Fox News and many other conservative organizations give her a massive platform to subvert the message away from our Christian moral foundation. That is so tough.
What's really depressing is how these women are just trying to politicize relationships. They can't just let the marriage be a union between a man and a woman. They have to put a political label on it in the process, which is honestly just annoying.
Oh my God.
Christy, what you doing, girl? Sit up, girlfriend.
I'm disabled, so sitting up is impossible, Kendra G.
Okay, well, I apologize. Christy Houston, 40 Aries, disabled, no kids, never married. What
Yeah.
kind of man you looking for, girl?
This is Chris Brown.
Say again?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown for what?
That's the man I'm looking for.
To play his music?
Girl, is that why I'm on this dating show? Chris Brown.
If a man is rich and famous, he gets to choose what kind of woman he wants, and he's not going to choose a 40-year-old, overweight, disabled woman, even for a one-night stand. You don't need to be rich to know that.
You're calling me because you want to date Chris Brown? So, if Chris Brown is not an option in real life, are you okay with never having anybody else?
If Chris Brown isn't an option in my life, will I date any other man in the world? They gotta prove to me they better than Chris Brown. Prove to me, because that's how valuable I am as a person. If I choose Chris Brown and you think you better than him, prove it to me. Prove me you better than Chris Brown, and I may consider you.
These women seem to think that they are the ones who determine their own value, guys, but unfortunately for them, it is the dating market that makes that call, and their feelings have absolutely zero say in that.
My question is, are you on drugs?
No.
Have they prescribed drugs to you that are like painkillers that, I don't know, might make you hallucinate at times?
Okay, so the only man I want is Chris Brown, right? But you're asking me, do I want to waste my life on a desire for a man that I may not get?
No, you're not gonna get. It's not a man. Chris Brown becoming your boyfriend absolutely will not happen in this lifetime.
The odds of this woman getting a man like that are virtually impossible, but she is convinced that even if there's a microscopic chance, then that gamble is worth keeping her delusional thoughts intact.
So, am I taking you home tonight?
Taking me home.
Yeah, am I taking you home?
You know, me back off at home?
I asked you to be my girlfriend and everything like that. Made it real special.
I know.
I got you flowers.
Yeah, I love flowers.
So, what you think? I'm taking you home or what?
You just asked me to be your girlfriend. It takes time.
What you mean it takes time? This is not time. This is money. My time is money. My money is
I want
time.
a few more days so I can get comfortable with the idea of having a man in my life.
In other words, she wants more free food, she wants more free entertainment, and she wants more attention. And even after all of that, she will still not give him any bedroom fun because she's just not attracted to him in that light.
Comfortable with the idea. You was comfortably eating all this food. I bought you caviar that cost $160. You was real comfortable eating it too. So I'm gonna ask you one more time.
I think I'm gonna say no.
All right. So you can send me half, 355. You can send me about like, you can send me like 200.
200 for my time here.
You could send me 200. I'm saying. Because I'm going to give her a tip. And when I give her a tip, it's going to be 400 because she was a nice waitress and she was real pretty too.
I don't give a damn.
What you mean you don't give a damn? You could send me the 200 then.
If a woman has to put a dollar value on her time, that makes her a member of the world's oldest profession. That's literally part of the job description.
Touch me.
Just show me that you're trying harder,
Touch
please.
me. That's the problem. When you don't touch me, you become... Yeah. That electricity between us. Yeah, look. You're smiling. I love it.
You called me a...
Because when we are like this, we have a problem, you know? Even we are mad, we always touch each other, okay? When we are talking. Touch. You love my chest. Yes. Yeah. When you are laughing, you are so beautiful in my eyes.
Thanks.
This man is a European Chad. Of course, he's going to get away with that. Any other man would be shamed on social media and have his life ruined.
Pissy. I get this text from my father-in-law. My father-in-law, not my husband. My father-in-law. I get this. Mind you, I did not build this house. My husband and my father-in-law built it, mainly my husband. I am very grateful for that. But this is what I come home to after working an entire shift on my feet all day that I now have to clean, even though I did not make this mess. Look at it. I now have to pick up everything off the floor, all of it. I have to clean this entire island, put all of their tools away, clean the entire, all this, everything off the floor. I have to get all of this. This is sawdust because they decided to cut things inside my house. And I have to get this all done tonight before my husband gets home so I can spend time with him.
Her husband and dad built her a whole house with their bare hands, and she still ran to TikTok to complain. Now she's alone in a dingy apartment. Just keep watching.
This is the update. It's not a good one. It's not a fun one. It actually really sucks. But I'm going to keep it short and sweet. We had a long conversation a couple days ago, my husband and I, and we've come to the conclusion that the best thing for both of us is for this to end. So we are getting a divorce. We've been separated for the past couple days, obviously. We just have to put the legal actions into motion. But yes, we are getting a divorce.
But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.